Greetings! I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. And welcome to what is probably going to be the last episode of this season. But we are definitely not going to leave this episode leaving so much undone. We need to finish some stuff. A lot of you guys in the comments said that, hey, go on to a new season. That's cool. I'd love to see some new mods. I'd love to see the water mod, that kind of thing. But please finish some stuff up. And fair enough, you're absolutely correct. But the amount of time that it would take to do that normally would be a lot of time and a lot of boring and a lot of... Yeah, so let's go into creative mode. I'm already there. So, I'm thinking the very first thing I want to do is see what this thing would look like when done. So what do you say we start just kind of adding on walls and that kind of thing? And I want to get this thing actually functional. Because, as you remember, we had this issue with adding on any more to this. And I had an idea. What if I were to just kind of shore this up underneath like this? Just make everything stronger. Ha ha ha! See, that was the problem. Now this should work. Look at that! I could have done that a long time ago. Well, it's okay. I'm easily distracted, what can I say? Alright, so I'm going to throw in a whole bunch more walls. And I'm going to hope that things don't break. How are these looking? Oh, pretty solid. You know, I've always heard that those old castles were really drafty. Apparently mine's really drafty. So much that it can actually, like, still turn windmills. Go figure. Okay, it's a little bit boring. We might have to change some of this up. It's a good start. And now, yeah. From here, and I wanted to come up to this point so that it would completely cover these guys. I want to put a floor, I think, and then kind of start moving inward. Also going to want to continue these pillars up. And we're not going to be doing this little experiment anymore, so I might as well get rid of all this stuff. Just want to make sure that we're not about to break anything. I think we're okay. Down here is getting a little bit heavy. Thinking some kind of roof would, like sloped roof would be a good idea. Yeah, let's go tile roofs. And I'm going to try and bring them up to towers. Like pointed towers. Why not? That's not going to work at all. I mean, I could do that here. I mean, that kind of works. And then maybe bring these center ones up a little bit higher and have higher inner points. But how am I going to connect these with here? Well, maybe. See, I could do something like that. Why not? The other thing I'm thinking is I could put in these matriculations. Or even just the ledges. Actually, I kind of like the idea of using matriculations. Why can't I attach that to that? That wouldn't, or am I replacing that with that? Well, no. Because that doesn't make any sense. Oh, I know what's going on there. No, apparently I didn't know what was going on there. That's the way it's supposed to be, I guess. Sure, why not? And then can I put that back in there? Sure can. That works. Why not? Does that look okay? Or does that look absolutely awful? I don't know. It looks the way it looks. So now I'm thinking that I actually should bring this tower thing up just a little bit higher. But of course, I'm still really nervous about the structural integrity of all this. Alright, let's finish this tower. It'll give us a better idea of how tall the whole thing needs to be and whether it's going to fall apart or not. You don't want me to put you there? Can I put you there? And then let's see if we can throw in a floor like that. Yeah, why not? And then I just realized that this peaked roof thing is going to look a little bit funny. You know what? Maybe instead of that, I want a... There we go. Yeah, let's do that. Sure, why not, he says. Yeesh, I can't see anything. Okay, let's make sure that I don't see any... Ooh, yeah, there's a little bit of... It's not quite red. That's definitely orange down there. Yeah, sure, why not? This is going to act as my roof. And I'm really hoping that it doesn't come all crashing to the ground. That's what I'm always worried about. I'm also really missing Space Engineers' like click and drag to create a whole bunch thing. I'm sure it has an official name or something, but I can't think of it right now. And that gives me a little more support for more of these guys. Oh, man. Why? Really? Well, I might just leave that. We'll see. Well, look at that. I have an entire roof. That's pretty cool. I mean, there's just one spot over here that's broken for some reason. But everything else works. And I have an... Oh. Well, I had an indoor... Well, I still have one indoor windmill. I don't know why the other one broke. And of course I've got all these leftovers. Easy to fix. Yeah, so that broke. I'm sad about that. I don't understand. I mean, it's always been a little bit weird on the physics side. I've had other issues with that one, just for some reason. Let's take another look at the structural integrity. Yeah, it's definitely getting to be a darker orange down here, and that right there is, believe it or not, probably what caused that up there. Because structural integrity in this game is weird. I mean, it's a pretty dang good approximation of reality, but it is definitely only an approximation. I'm going to take a break on this, and we're going to go see if we can continue the tunnel. The train tunnel. Hello, Mr. Train. So, one of the first things I want is to get myself creative grader, and let's head on down. Is there not a creative version of that? When did switches get added in? I know they were coming soon, But I have a Switch. Ooh, we might have to play with that in the next season. See, that'll give you a reason to come to the next season. Okay, I got a lot of work to do here, and this is going to be fairly boring. Luckily, the creative mode grading tool is just like, it just instantly does all the things, and it's awesome. So it's just going to pretty much be a matter of walking down and hitting this button over and over and over and over. But that's okay. Oh, he added that feature in too. It's actually a properly shaped tunnel now. Because if you'll notice down here, it was kind of this weird thing. So I just realized something. So T on the keyboard in Medieval Engineers will make you continuously walk forward. And you just, that's just part of the game. And I have a macro on my keyboard that will press the left mouse button and just hold it down. It's great in like Minecraft and other things. And so I can go take a break while this goes. I think that's cool. Oh, it looks like I've made it out to something above ground. Oh, it's just kind of a little tiny valley there. Oh, no, I'm almost there. This is the valley that I actually ended in. So this is perfect. I'm almost to the end. Oh, almost there. I cannot imagine how long that would have taken without being in creative mode. That would have been... well, that would have been a lot of work. Let's just say that. Nice. Okay, so now, all of that... where am I? I am here. So that was up this way... and all along here to about here. And then I've got this whole thing. And then to right here, which is where my actual end is, the little loop that's there. So if I come down, if I continue going this direction, I've got to go through all of this. And then all of this to get to, I guess it's over here, which is the Barberry Inn. And that was my original goal, was to get to this point. So, yep, gonna have to do that. Because I want to do a whole ride all the way from one end to the other. So let's see. Start building, start walking. And I'm probably gonna have to do more than one trek back and forth. But I'm not gonna record this part. So if you watched the breaking contest from last week, then you may recognize this as kind of a modified version of the winning design. And I thought I'd give it a try, just kind of see if it works at all in this situation. Kind of hoping that it will. You know, it's not immediately rolling backward, that's nice. Okay. It's not perfect. Oop, 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 oop. Yep. Anyway, I figured I'd give this... Oop, oop. What, we're not going anymore? Is this a thing? I see. Am I going to lose it? No, you're not going anywhere. And now it's working against me. Yeah, you know. That's what I get for using, like, a simplified version of the design. Come on. Ow! I still managed to have trouble with it. See, it works pretty well there. I mean, it's not completely stopping it, but it's certainly slowing it down. Good morning. Just in time to go into a cave, but, you know, that's cool. Alright. Smack my head on this. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good, whatever it is. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a problem. Oh, there's the problem. You know what? I don't need any of this stuff anyway. Let's go. I mean, we're in creative mode after all, right? So I mainly just wanted to bring this cart up to this end of the track so that when we get to the far end, we can actually just ride it back. Not that I couldn't just create a new cart, I guess. Yeah. One way or another. Here we are. And I think this area is fairly flat. I guess not. You know what? I don't need... Well, I'm in creative mode. Here we go. Control X. There we go. Here's our rail planner. Let's go ahead and start that there. And then let's just fly straight south, I guess. Slightly southwest, actually. For one reason, to avoid that. But also... let's see. I wouldn't mind kind of intersecting with the road here. Let's do that. Ooh, that looks like it might be a little steep. Grade -8, curve 14. I can live with that. Okay. Well, let's do this then. Shift click, too steep. Okay. Hey, and look what he fixed. Thank you, Equinox. Used to be that you had to start all over again if you tried to place it and it didn't work. Okay, so that's still too steep, huh? So how about if we come to here and then we'll just kind of maybe turn and do a more gradual angled slope down. So look at grade -1. I can even go a little bit less steep. 84 segments. All right. And then let's... I kind of want to meet up with the road over here. Is what I want to do. All right, where am I? I'm in H. That works. Whoa. Why is that jumping up like that? Yeah. You know what? How about we go ahead and set this down and start making stuff. All right. More of this stuff. Okay, that's done. It's a lot faster when you don't have to build up the tracks. So, we need to try and stick to the mountain's edge enough so that we're not... See, why are you doing that? It's because of the angle that it's coming out. That's why. So, can I... Okay, good. I was afraid I was going to remove the entire thing, but no, it's good. Okay, so we're going to come out and we're going to do a little bit more of an angle. Maybe we'll come down to here. Can we get away with this? Looks like we can-ish. There we go. Get rid of all of that. Okay. Throw a little bit of dirt underneath it. Looks good. Looks good. And I think we're going to be able to get away with going going quite a bit further this time. Because it's not going to try and do this whole, like, looping way out away. Can I get away with 14? Apparently I can. Well, let's see. Okay, well that's 14. Let's make this up then. So how awful is this going to be? What is that? Did I accidentally kill a deer somehow? Okay. Is it going to actually, like, build up all the dirt? That's a lot of dirt it's putting in there. That doesn't look so bad. I was afraid that was going to look awful, but that's actually pretty cool. Okay. Okay. Where was he? Oh, I wonder if they're spawning on the side of this mountain and then just tumbling down to their deaths and making noises and dropping meat. Who knows? There. I'm kind of creating a mountainside when I do this. This would not allow me to do this in survival mode. I'd have to build up some sort of wooden structure or something. I'm okay with not doing more work. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. I have a feeling my tracks saved his life, so, you know, I don't feel bad scaring him away. Okay, it looks a little bit awful from the outside, but we're always going to be on the train. We don't need to see that. Oh my. I'm getting lazy, guys. I know. Half of you are saying, getting lazy? You've always been lazy. Yeah, it's true. I always say that's why I got into IT. Because I was too lazy to do stuff by hand, so I always figured out how to automate it. And then, you know, that turned out to be a skill. You know, that people wanted to pay for and stuff. So, hey, I got a job out of being lazy, basically. The trick is to be lazy in the right way. Okay. I think we're finally down into the valley. Where are we? Oh, we actually came a little bit east. We got to go back. So we got to go pretty much straight southwest from here, which is coincidentally the direction we're pointing. So that works out well. I think, yeah, maybe I'll just go straight across the valley without much of a problem. And we'll go through the woods. You know, I might be able to get away with just going all the way to the inn. Should we try? Let's try. It's kind of funny, actually, that it would even let me do this. Let's see. Wow, curve 5, grade 0. We're going 1,186 meters. I love it. So we're going to just stop right here. I don't see any reason not to. 118 segments. Well, this might take a while. And there we go. It's all done. What do you say? Should we actually, like, ride from this end to the other? I think we should. I want to ride all the way from here, from the Barberry Inn, all the way to Roxbane. Yeah? Good. I'm just going to use a regular handcart. And let's go. Here, let's go. I should get rid of my interface and play some nice music for the run. I'll pick something in post. Something like this. Whoops. I should probably fix that, huh? Let's do that again. Or continue, I guess. Bring back the music. Oh, I kind of expected that thing to have moved on by now. Of course, it throws me up through the dirt. You get out of the way. Continuing on. that, and should we just go all the way around? Why not? Alright, well, that was fun. Where are you going? Just gonna stop there. Gonna roll back. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. You do that. You be you, Mr. Train. Okay. So, I know that a lot of you really wanted me to actually finish up the train lifting system. But unfortunately, I'm running out of time to record this episode, and it's going to be really complicated. So, what do you say we end this here? Actually, not quite here. I have one more thing I want to do, but I got to reload the game to do that. And we're going to call this finished. I know it doesn't feel totally finished, but we got a lot done, and I think I'm just too excited to start over again and start playing with some of the other mods. I've got a long list of mods that I'm going to be adding in the next season, and they've got a whole bunch of new mechanics and new things. And yes, the steam engine mod is going to be in there. So many people have asked. And the water mod will be in there. I'm also going to be throwing in like cows and sheep and apple trees, I think. I haven't checked all my mod list recently, but there's going to be all kinds of fun new things to play with. And I'm excited to get to it. I hope you are as well. I am, as is traditional between seasons, going to take a short break. It'll probably be a week or two just to kind of get things together for the new series. And it's going to give me a chance to kind of throw a couple of other new videos on the channel that I haven't had recently, and some new games. But keep your eye out for some other new games that you may not have seen before, or you have seen, but you've never seen them played in quite the same way that I do. And for the very end of this video, let's take a look and see what this world would look like if I threw the water mod in as is. So some of you are saying, yep, I told you so. It deletes all, all objects. It just removes everything. No, it doesn't. Believe it or not, it's still here. Roxbane Fortress is here. My train is still here. My train house is still here. All of the railway is here. And you're saying, Epic, you are blind. I can see. We're at the Dragon's Maw. That's what it's called. We're at the Dragon's Maw, and I can see everything, and there's no fortress here. And you see that it actually says Roxbane Fortress up above, right there. So here we are in spectator mode, and there's my character right there. And let's just kind of slowly sink under the ground. Do you see that? Let's just keep going down. Sploosh. We are now underground and underwater, and look at this. Here's Roxbane as we left it. Isn't this cool? So what happened is the author of the water mod actually took certain features that would be underwater, and he moved them above the water, which is brilliant. I mean, it's a great way to handle it. And so we've got everything still here. Now, you might be thinking, oh, this is really cool. This would be great. We could, have this underground. You can make an underground entrance, something like this. Unfortunately, we're also underwater. And the way that water works in the water mod, it doesn't work for what we want. So I'm going to spawn my character in. So control space does that, and you'll immediately see that he is now on the ceiling and kind of jumping around. So let's jump back into him, and you can kind of see you see the light there. There is no way to swim down in this mod. I'm trying everything I can. It's just always pushing me up. No matter, there's nothing I can do about it. And I can't see hardly anything. So, no, we can't live down here, unfortunately. We go back into spectator mode. Because you can actually see while you're in spectator mode, which is nice. I'm kind of curious. I didn't follow the tracks to see what happens when they get to the far end. I'm sure that once we get over there, it's just going to kind of disappear into the ground. Yeah, see, it's going higher and higher. And I'm sure that we're going to eventually, we're going to get to a point where this pops up above the ground. Unless he made the entire planet, like, thicker, I guess. That could be possible. Oh, wait. Are we... Oh, I get it. So anything that was changed by me got replaced with blocks that that I created. And the planet must be in some way thicker or offset or something. It's really interesting how this all works. So yeah, all of these blocks are replaced with my blocks. Or I'm not sure what they're called. In Minecraft, they'd be called chunks. I'm sure that there's an official name for these square areas that have been modified. Interesting. One way or another, it is fascinating. Oh, this is the Barberry Inn. So the Barberry Inn is also underwater. Is it? Yeah. It's partially underwater. That's great. And still underground. So my little garden in the back is completely submerged. But if we go up, we find a duplicate of the area that we actually built in. So strange. Very cool, but definitely not something that we can work with. So we're going to have to start over if we want to add in water. And I want to add in water, so that's what we're going to do. All right, enough goofing around. It is time to end this season, and I guess that's about it. I would keep thinking there should be something else that I should be doing or saying, but no, there really isn't. So in that case, I'm just going to say I'll see you next time on Epic Tech.